Thursday evening to you, 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here in Philadelphia, it's another home game for the 76ers. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
And Greg, as we near the end of the regular season, some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and the lottery teams sometimes ready to call it a day.
Well, a lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games do count.
Got a piece of it. Harden outside. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Harden. Top of the key, Harris. Harden outside. No good with the triple. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Hits it from three-point range.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
To the inside. Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screens as well as where and when to roll.
And something we've seen the last few years, box and ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
And amazing to even consider using a box and one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree, and it did work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And Embiid is right there.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
Thompson in the corner. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Looney. And the layup's good off the glass. Looney's got his 3rd bucket of the night. The 76ers trailed by 6. Here's Embiid. And it's Looney with the rebound. Thompson for the triple. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's.
Slam. Used to sleep on the floor with it. Got a I can't get because it's still wet. Man, I pay him a visit, they pay his bills yet. I make him feel that. I rap and seal that. Send out the head the Nike swoop stamps. I'm just doing it for the camp. Sold them to the night behind my back. One thing about that karma, she coming back. If you keep close. Nowadays became a trend and snake your homies out cause everybody back though. But everybody black though. I let the catch a used to off the numb. Hope I didn't purchase cause every time I see the it's like a scary movie. Can't do no jury duty. Internet and alter the do a different game now. I don't rap about I let his name down. Shame how they blackball Kane, they scratch my name out. I expected to get my name hot. They want to take me out this game like Shikari. Black Illuminati touch big rabbit streets need a. I got all of them leeches away from around me. You ain't rich enough to get me hip. go up the bounty. Spit some cheese. I'm seeing. Had them hugging them EMTs. Turn to Stevie Wonder. You ain't seen. Youngers on the Mando. This routine.
With 2 All-Stars, Grant Hill and Chris Webber, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
This roster was expected to be top level entering the season, and it's been exactly that. Now we wait to see how they'll fare in the playoffs. Should be fun to watch.
Yeah, we all knew they'd be fine during the regular season, but now it's time for each guy to step up his game because the pressures are coming.
Down low, Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Here's Adebayo. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. All right, Grant, in the name of player development, if you've got a young team that's effectively out of the playoffs, do you scale back minutes for the veterans, even if they're playing well?
I would think so. Obviously, if the playoffs aren't in the picture, it's giving that remaining part of the season a chance for you young players to learn what the NBA is all about. So giving them more chances to play, resting the veterans, might be the smart move.
Now here's Lowry. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game.
The explosiveness off the screen. I mean, Bam's so good at knowing where to roll to after setting picks.
Here's Harden. Averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Pass to Tucker. To the middle. Lets it fly. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Harden. With the drive. And it's Harden with the big finish.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays good.
And stolen by Adebayo. Outside Robinson. Pass to Butler. Inside. Here's Adebayo. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They'll pin that foul on Danny Green.
You have to love the style Bam brings with him to the floor. He's such a spirited player, and you can see his teammates enjoy it as well.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And you know, Grant, Bam Adebayo expanding his offensive game. He's got a legitimate shot. He's a legitimate threat from mid-range now.
I mean, Adebayo, he takes a lot of shots from mid-range. He does a good amount of damage with his shot. You figure it's just a matter of time before those become three-point attempts.
And that one's good. Green.
One of the great postseason catch-and-shoot players this decade. Danny Green is just the guy you believe in.
So both teams making some changes here. Miami trailing. And here's Adebayo. His last outing, he had 18 points. Robinson can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Maxey. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
Lowry with it. Now guarded by Harris. Adebayo with it. Outside Robinson. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Maxey. Robinson can't hit.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers? Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep play.
Defend you this year, treat you real special this year. Yeah, you the deficit, so out of etiquette. Why wax need to just end you this year? Yeah, pardon me, my partner and I argue a lot when it comes to the yaks. Like marketing plots, bars are they high. We don't ever want to get caught up in the box. Which part do you like, part do you not? Pride getting dropped, and I do it for the squad. What you talking about, arguing about? Yeah, we the illest. I mean, we not. Yaks. Had to get fancy on them. I head and shoulders by the panty on them. And I flow like water by the canteen on them. And I took it to the old school antique on them. Kicked them in the Bluetooth hands free on them. And I ate them like a snack from the pantry on them. There's no chance that we tag team on them. It's the yaks and we stampede on them. Let's
stampede on them.
What's our name?
Yaks. Stampede on them.
Told you we were playing.
Yaks. Stampede on them.
Now we bring
had to bring
the
a stampede on them. Stampede on them. Had to bring a stampede on them. Stampede on them. Had to bring a stampede on them. With the shorter pass fights, had a tag team on them. Yeah, stampede on them. Had to bring a stampede on them. It's the beach of the doom in the cage with the shorter pass fights, had a tag team on them.
Tonight, the league and all of us here at 2K Sports celebrate Noche Latina, an opportunity to spotlight the amazing Latin culture in the NBA and its global fan base. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Well, last year they swept the season series. There was a talent differential between the two teams. We'll see if that gap has narrowed.
I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win. So we'll see how they handle things tonight.
You know, Jonathan Kuminga has a terrific build for NBA action. He's got height and a 7-foot wingspan, combined with a lot of quickness and athleticism.
Well, Grant, where you really see Kuminga put his physical gifts to use is on defense.
That's right. He sticks to his man like glue and also has a great nose for the boards. He was collecting a very respectable amount of rebounds down there in the G League. He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's James.
You know, at 6'8", with the ball skills that James has, he handles it like a guard. He can get wherever he wants to off the dribble.
Here's Curry. LeBron with the rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Takes the three. Kuminga pulls it in. Just over a minute and a half in. On the wing, Thompson. Drops in the three.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on. The short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA, and we might be talking the all-time list here.
Out to James. The Lakers with the rebound. Knocked loose. Thompson with it. Picked up by James. Here's Westbrook. Going inside. And he can't jam it through. Thompson fires from way outside. Howard grabs the miss. Down low. Pass to Johnson. It's stolen by Looney. Outside Curry. All right, Grant, in the name of player development, if you've got a young team that's effectively out of the playoffs, do you scale back minutes for the veterans, even if they're playing well?
I would think so. Obviously, if the playoffs aren't in the picture, it's giving that remaining part of the season a chance for you young players to learn what the NBA is all about. So giving them more chances to play, resting the veterans, might be the smart move.
Timeout called, the Lakers.
And looking at the career of Curry, his legacy is set. The titles, records, numbers all cemented him as a legend.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. From deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. At times, some have doubted Curry's legacy. Hard to make a case against him, though, in my opinion.
I agree, B.A. He has produced in every capacity. It's just a matter of how great he is. One of the top 3 point guards of all time.
To the middle. Here's Iguodala. And he makes it on the layup.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter, and I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Now here's Iguodala. Into the lane. Great D that time from Monk. To the right side. Back to Anthony. Pass to Reeves. He buries it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Bielitsa. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The first free throw is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Like a lot of young players, B.A., it took Monk some time to get going, but he's found his stride in the NBA now.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Payton. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. It's blocked. Gordon Tucker on the wing. And And that misses. That would have put him up. Pool for three. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead, leading by a point. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
All right, B.A. Russell Westbrook last season said titles won't define him. He said, quote, I grew up in the streets. I'm a champion. I don't have to be an NBA champion. My legacy isn't based on what I do on this court. It's what I do off the floor. How many people I'm able to impact and inspire.
Oh, different perspective, Allie. Good stuff. Pass to Toscano. And they pick up 2. Here's Monk. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Horton Tucker. The 3 ball. And it's Malik Monk with the 3. Monk's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nothing quite as good as seeing Monk shoot that 3 ball. I mean, fantastic at measuring those long-range shots up and knocking them down.
Poole shot is off. The Lakers in the lead. Left side Monk. Here's Reeves. No good with the triple. And the Warriors with possession here. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And Grant, you played almost 2 decades in the league. What do you think some of the biggest highlights in your career were?
Really just, you know, playing on some great teams with great players, the relationships, the experiences. I didn't win an NBA championship, but I am more than blessed with having an incredible 19-year career.
The 3 from Curry. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
And anything you can do, Curry can do better. You do not want to get in the shooting contest with that man.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And that was good.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
The shot by Looney, no good. Right wing. Back to James. And another 3 for the Lakers.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Curry's shot is off. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Second shot opportunity. And James puts up a deep 3. Again, the miss by James.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Kuminga. Oh, he goes up high for the 2-handed slam.
We highlight Thompson's scoring often, but right there, just a great read to get it to the open teammate. A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a 1-possession game Well done.
The three, James. The ball's knocked loose.
Warriors.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it.
Warriors substitution.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Outside Curry. Pass to Iguodala. To the paint. Ooh, poked away.